comment and a question. I was listening to you talking about your Rotten Tomatoes rating for Breaking Bobby Bones. If someone went on Rotten Tomatoes that fast to give the show a 1-star rating, they must listen to the Bobby Bones show and like you.
It's a weird thing. I don't know why people want to take shots at me. I just try to sit here, entertain folks, do some good in the world, get attacked. That's basically my life. Entertain, do good stuff, get attacked. Occasionally eat, pee. But still, the first... yeah, somebody gave us a bad Rotten Tomato score. What else?
Well, after listening to Mike D say how easy it was to sign up, I did, and I rated it 5 stars.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anything else? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering, since Chris Young and Kane Brown have a song about famous friends, do you ever get starstruck by anyone? Because you know a lot of famous people.
Starstruck. The people I get starstruck by now are the people that I thought was a star when I was a kid. Like, honestly, my life now has taken a weird turn where I went from somebody in a trailer park to now I get to hang out and do really cool things. And so it's not lost on me. And I'm always in this weird place, too. Like, how much do I share? Because I would share it all with you, but then people go, oh, look, he's changed. He's all fancy pants. Well, I'm trying to walk this line the right way. I want you guys to actually experience my life with me because, listen, there was no privilege for me. Like, I kind of figured this out with you guys, and so I want to share it with you, but I don't want to share too much. But that being said, who do I get starstruck by? Once I got on an airplane and sat between Barry Switzer, who was the Oklahoma head football coach, was from Arkansas, played on the Arkansas National Championship team, and Eddie Sutton. And I sat between them on the Southwest Airlines flight. Completely starstruck. Because to me, that's crazy. I have a friend named Quinn Grovey, who's a buddy now, but he was quarterback of the Arkansas Razorbacks when I was like 9 and 10 years old in the Southwest Conference. I get starstruck. Eddie met him at a Razorback football game.
I've seen you geek over him.
And I was like, "There's Quinn Grovey." And Eddie's like, "I don't know who that is." So it's always people from my childhood that I geek out over. The first time I met Garth Brooks, obviously.
Yes.
When the Nut came in.
Chestnut.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mark Chestnut.
When Mark Chestnut came in. Well, I was like, holy cow. So for me, Angela, that's what it is that it's people that I felt, because honestly, famous people now are probably, in worse shape than normal folks are. You just don't know it. They're going through the same struggle, sometimes more. But I appreciate that question. That's a really good question. Thanks for asking that.
All right. Well, it was good talking to you.
Who's the most starstruck you've ever been, Amy?
Oh, man. Probably Amy Grant's up there when she came in the first
why?
time.
Why?
Well, because
you were a
yes,
kid.
She was my first concert that I ever went to, and I just loved her music. So now meeting her as an adult, it's crazy.
Eddie?
Garth Brooks, even when he comes in still to this day, like I just stare at him and like, oh my gosh, that's freaking Garth Brooks.
Yeah, you should stop that.
Yeah.
You should, just the staring thing.
A little awkward, yeah.
Lunchbox?
Johnny Bananas. When I met him at the bar, I was just like in awe, just so freaked out, and I geeked, just kept diarrhea of the mouth, just telling him everything, and I didn't let him talk, and it was just so awkward, and then I think I kind of scared him. But yeah.
Isn't it weird? Because you would have no idea who Quinn Grovey is.
No.
And I have no idea who Johnny Bananas is.
Right.
Like, if I saw him, I'd be like, hey, there's a guy, And it's also like everybody can find a little bit of whatever this fame thing is now. Just get a bunch of Instagram followers and specialize in bananas or, slam poetry. Or then people will start to follow you and think you're famous if they see you in a store. I was with Amy once at some kind of organic restaurant in California, and some woman walked in and Amy's like, oh my goodness, that's Kathy Johnston. And I'm like, okay.
Who's Kathy Johnston?
No, it was Kimberly Snyder, and I used to be obsessed with her smoothies, and I followed her on Instagram, and I felt like I knew her, but I'd read some of her books, and then there she was in person, and I did
And I think I went up to her because you wouldn't.
Yes, and Bobby said, hi, my friend is a fan, can she get a picture? So then we took a picture with her, and...
And Amy's still embarrassed right now.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to talk to her.
Uh-huh.
I thought I was like, she's just a person. She's in the back of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Morgan, who are you starstruck by?
It was Shania Twain, but that's because it was on my first day working for the show, and y'all brought Shania Twain in, who is like my idol. And I'm sitting there like, this is not happening to me right now.
Morgan's day one. She's like, well, this is normal. Shania comes in. Yeah, that's cool, huh?
Yeah, that was a really cool moment. Shania Twain and Dolly Parton probably are the two that I really was starstruck over.
Dolly, too. Dolly comes in.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
again,
crazy.
I'm so jaded now. I've done like 7 things with Dolly. And she's the best all the time. And so now I'm just like, hey, Dolly, what's up? But the first couple of times, I'm just like, this is nuts because me at 7 years old wouldn't get to ever meet Dolly Parton. But yeah, Dolly and Garth are two people, though, that are even better in person than you would think they would be. And you would already have high expectations on them both. Would you agree?
Yeah.
And Reba. Reba's the same way.
Oh, yeah, she's
Yeah.
awesome.
Garth is impressive when you see him interact with people because he will stop and come over to your set, like wherever you are. Like he came around the studio and he'll go from like desk to desk and be like, hey, how's it going? Like, and we have brand new artists that don't even take the time to do that.
Here's the difference. You ready for this?
Yes.
Brand new artists are usually not near as nice as people who have already made it. And I mean brand new, like artists with a hit. If you're brand new, you're just sucking up trying to get anybody to play your song.
Oh, yeah.
But once you get that first hit, you start to get a little cocky. And you also start to wonder, all right, am I going to make it? Like so I got to really present myself as someone that's a star. I got to act like a star. And what we've been taught is stars come in like divas and they demand stuff. And so Garth Brooks is someone who has made it. He knows he has nothing to prove. There's a reason Tim McGraw gets here 20 minutes early.
Yeah.
He has nothing to prove. He's just a guy that's going to get here. He's made it. He made it for a reason. Sure, I'll be early. I'll hang out. No problem. But you get, let's call him Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson comes in. He's got 1, maybe 2 hits. He's still trying to prove himself. I'm a star. People need to treat me like a star. So I might be 5 minutes late. I might say I need this or that. It's like soap opera actor versus major star.
Oh, yeah.
And so until you kind of break that next level, you go from super nice when you're young and no hits to kind of, D-bag early, then really cool again. That's kind of the cycle. And I've seen some of my friends do that. Heck, I've probably done that. Where I was like, oh, anybody? And then I'm like, oh, look at me. And now I'm like, who cares? Let's all go. So, Angela, you really spurred a good topic here. Angela, have you ever been starstruck by anyone?
Yes. I met Rosemary Clooney.
I don't know if I can picture her in my head.
I don't know who that is.
Does she know Quinn Grovey?
You remember White Christmas? The Christmas movie you listen to every year?
Mm.
And my kids were little, and they knew who she was because every holiday we watch White Christmas. I mean, she's a lot older than me, but that was our holiday movie with her and Bing Crosby. And she could not have been nicer. Well, she's George Clooney's aunt.
Oh, wow.
Which,
Whoa.
unfortunately, all the young people on the airplane knew her as. But, I mean, she could not have been kinder to me or to my kids.
Well, that's really cool. Again,
Yeah.
if I saw her, I'd be like, hey, ma'am, can I help you across the street?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know she was famous. But that's great. Raymundo, anybody ever been starstruck by?
Steven Tyler when he came in studio.
That's a great one, too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Also so nice.
Me too. He came in, I was like, I have a picture of him talking to me in studio, and I'm like, this is crazy. I get to talk to the lead singer of Aerosmith.
And he talks how he sings.
He showed us, ow! Hey, nice to meet you, ow! All right, hey, Angela, hope you have a great day. Thank you for calling the show.
Thanks. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
It's a Bobby Bones show.